All right, let's do it. It's always a little nerve-wracking here. I'm not ever perfect. Let's just say that. There's only varying degrees of off. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to go for it. So, I don't need this on here for now. Okay. And then to sew this, yeah, sewing the flap is a little bit difficult now that I remember. It's crazy that I just did it and I already sort of can't remember. So basically I could turn it sideways, but usually I do it like this. I'll put this in here. Basically, I need to be able to put it through and then flip it over and see and then pull it in. And this is not easy, but it is worth it. I guess we saved the best for last, isn't it? My hands get a little sweaty. Not too much, but when I feel it and there's that little bit of moisture, just a tiny bit, I'm like, no, this has gotta go. This has got to go. All right. I mean, I'm gonna go for the full stitch. I think it will look better. You know, it doesn't need to be strong here. The only thing is that makes it a little bit better to go from the middle is that, yeah, it holds this. It's hard to keep this straight, actually. So I'm going to be very careful about that. As careful as I can. And there's, I could, some people would sort of anchor this in place, perhaps, maybe with a couple of stitches, maybe. But I just don't. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. Nice beer. Man, sick. God, that doesn't look straight. That's definitely not the same. It's funny how I used to think in inches, and now I think in millimeters. So this is about half an inch, or, God, that's crazy. Is that really that less? So this is 1.5 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters. Okay. How's that happened? do also like to sort of be free enough to be able to do something in the moment that wasn't what I planned on or something. I guess that makes sense. And sometimes it's like this, where you're going slowly, you're doing things in order, and then all of a sudden I notice something that I just have to fix it. I have to make that correct, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Sometimes you have to see it how it's going to be, so you can make a choice. Try to leave myself out to be able to do that, to where I can make that decision to change if I want. Yes. God, that's perfect, man. That's just crazy. Mm-hmm. Woo! Viva. I'm really digging this new email client I'm using for Android. I guess these are just crazy different topics, isn't it? It's like bags, and I'm going to jump over to Android and an email client. But again, I love the tech. I love technology. I love this little gadgets and stuff. Sometimes I go looking for new apps just to change it up, see what's new, because they're always sort of evolving, especially big players, and then you got also all the little independents, and there's all kinds of communities and nightly updates, all kinds of crazy things. I know, crazy nerd talk. But yeah, fair email, open source, and just so much options that it will take you 24 to 48 hours to even let it all soak in and get it how you want it. Yeah, there's an export feature, so you can export the settings and put it on another device or whatever, and just so you don't lose it, you can export it in case anything happens. But now that I've got it set up, I've been Gmail, the main Gmail app for so long, and it's the go-to de facto scenario. It's so much so that usually there's just not much out there that can compete. People usually try to avoid sort of recommending Chrome and top 10 list and things, but not Chrome, but Gmail. But there's nothing you can do with certain things. Microsoft Word, Google Docs, these are the staples. But yeah, this one is awesome. I love all the, I can kind of sort of like the bags and making them, I can set it up how I want, and fortunately it has all the features I want. maybe not set up in the way that I might have done it, like to set it up, but like, I mean, this is very complicated. This must have taken a long time to make. Anyway, I'm looking at it right now because I have a split screen with YouTube, web browser, actually looking at the new Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra. Man, I would really like that 16 gigs of RAM with 1 terabyte storage. My goodness, that would be sick. I'm pretty sure I would already have that tablet if I could fit it in this bag, but I cannot. It's about 4 centimeters too long, which is just outside of the tolerance. And I really don't necessarily want to make a bag. It would have to be about 33 centimeters, and this is 30, so 3 more centimeters. I don't know. I feel like this is at the edge of my sort of everyday carry. I'm thinking, you know, when I'm using this in India, it's not going to have my tablet, and it's not going to be like set up like this. It's going to be much more basic. Water, you know, shirt, phone, keys, maybe a little towel. That's it. Like, it's very simple. So it needs to be sort of small. I mean, you know, it needs to be something that's not bigger than it should, you know, than it needs to be. But that being said, this stuff is so light. But anyway, this one's white. It's going to be crazy. I would imagine it's going to be all brown after this season. Let's see. I don't even know if it's going to make it, because if I'm around guests and stuff, I'm going to be, I mean, I am going to be, and, you know, am I going to have this bag and it's going to be all dirty? Yeah, even the all white is a little flashy, to be honest, but the fact that I made it is understandable that I would be using it. But white, I mean, choosing white is a bold choice. Let's see what happens. Anyway, all right, so what I'm gonna do first is check that looks good. Let's see, just double check this. See that? You know, I see. See. It's like a rough draft when if you're writing something, you're always noticing places that are not perfect. Same thing with a bag, I guess. Especially when you're dealing with millimeters. This is not crazy though. I mean, it isn't. it isn't really necessary to have it perfect, honestly, because you're not going to notice it. I mean, 1 millimeter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody would really care about that. It's not that it's not that you won't notice it at the beginning. It's that you won't notice it like after just a little bit of time. So, you know, when it happens pretty quick, where you're just like, oh, yeah, yeah, it's good. I don't notice it. Okay. So, the first stitch is going to be I want you to get together. Put your hand together. All right. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Always wanted a shirt that had a gopher on it. I think that would be hilarious. And it just says, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. That's pretty funny. No, we don't want that. Okay, almost. So I guess I'm gonna go. Do I'm gonna go right to left or left to right? I'm gonna go left to right. All right. So I definitely don't want to not have enough thread. It is a little annoying when that happens. When I don't have enough thread for the whole stitch, it's like, it's not too bad, but you know, the whole point of doing it is to not have to do it twice, and here you are at the very end having to do it twice. So if you're gonna do it twice, might as well do it, you know, the right way for having two separate stitches. I wish I could remember how long I used, or I tried to use the bobbin on this thing. It's funny how I bought it and that's what they, you know, that's the instructions, is to use the bobbin. But then I was, you know, and then so, you know, that's kind of, you follow the instructions. I didn't think to not follow them for whatever reason. I wasn't there yet. And yeah, I mean, turns out this is way better doing it this way. See that's, I mean, it's gonna be, let's see, because this is pretty thick. Yeah, let's see if I make it. It may not. It may not. It may not. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm gonna start. I am going to start. Okay, let's do it. My fingers are a little sore actually. I'm getting some pretty good calluses on this one. I need to cut my nails actually. I've been saying that for some days. Ooh, baby, that just broke. There you go. There goes a clip. I guess they're starting to break. I've had these for a few years now. They're amazing. I really like them. Okay, let's go. I love it. When I need a tool, it's usually on the opposite side of the place I would like it to be. Sometimes I have to twist around backwards to get on the other side, like this. I'll go backwards to get something maybe over there. It's funny. Let's see. I watched this stand-up special the other day, Jim Jeffries on Netflix. Man, that guy is a real hoot. That's to say the least. And I you know, he's married, so a woman can stand him. So that means he's a decent enough. But man, his mind is kind of crazy. Like he really went, yeah, he really went pretty good, pretty strong. But you could feel that there was the joke there, you know. Which is important. You don't want it to be, you know, hating on people. There's not a lot of fun in that. Ooh. Oh wow. What in the hell is this music? Sometimes you notice with DJs, they'll be doing good and then they'll just go off on some kind of repetitive whatever it is. Yeah, this is too bad. I don't like it. Too bad. All right, so let's do it. Maybe I'll put this on. It was funny, I was watching this Japanese guy yesterday making shoes, and he was using one of these for the same reason. I mean, it's like touching the stove, you know. You don't keep touching the stove. You might touch it once, but you know. And with this, it just, yeah, it makes sense. Man, that is crazy how close I got that to the clip and my finger, but the clip is just like right on it. It's crazy, man. And this is a lot of layers because this front trimming is, oh man, how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 layers, so 7 layers plus the sides, plus it was folded over. 7, 9, something like 11 layers. Oh my god. So that's quite a lot of layers. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And this is for like, compared to some of the things I've used to sew in layers and how difficult it was, this is pretty easy. I would imagine a sewing machine could get through this, but you know, I'm not 100% sure that that's true. So one of them could, obviously, but I'm thinking like a normal, even like one of those 800 euro, what are they called? Starts with a J. So this also gets into, you know, what's the angle is going to be like for the double reverse zigzag, you know. You know, what angle am I going to go for? Usually I just kind of wing it, sort of in the moment, feel where I want to do it, and then just go for it. I'll probably just do the same. Man, perfect. Perfecto. Yeah, there's no, I would doubt that I'm gonna make it to the end of this stitch. The end of this seam without needing more thread. I really doubt it. It's too thick, and I'm gonna be doing zigzag. I mean, there's just, I don't think I gave enough. Vamos ver. It's tempting to not use this thing, but man, it really, it doesn't hurt even the first time. You know, it kind of, it really builds. Ah, yes. And my finger's already sore, so yeah. Man, this is fucking good work right here. I don't know if I can sustain it. Oh man. I got a piece of thread the other day, and I put a knot in it, just the same type as I do here on this. I mean, it got so tiny, the knot, that there was no way I would be able to get it out. I mean, there would be no way. You know, sort of the knot and the thread became one. Way too tiny to try. I don't know. I mean, I don't know really if that's good or bad, to be honest. It seems like it would be good for strength. I don't know. The way this stuff slides, it does need to be, it can't just be one. That it needs to be locked in a couple of times. And then it's going to be pretty stuck. Man, look at this. If I was using bonded nylon, I wouldn't do it like this. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't feel comfortable with the strength. I didn't realize how sort of not strong nylon is until I met this guy. This guy is a whole new level. I think they have Kevlar thread as well. It might even be more expensive than this. I can't remember. Yeah. Do a little dance. I usually come within probably, within a millimeter of my finger. Oh, man. When I put the needle through and I'm holding it on the other side with my finger, somehow you can get a feeling for where it is. I can't really explain that. It just happens. I mean, I guess it's just with practice. Like on the other side, I can feel where my finger is. Maybe it's also obvious because it's my finger, but you are going through layers of fabric that isn't your skin. Sewing here is a little less sort of enjoyable because it's a little bit more painful because you have to keep flipping it back, but you know, take my time. I'm enjoying this keyboard. Like, it looks pretty badass and it folds. Yeah, it's pretty slick. I will say that shift key though, they made it short on the left side. That is really annoying that you can have like this keyboard and that shift key. And even more annoying, this one I bought from Amazon Spain. It was about 50 euros with a coupon and blah blah blah. But there was, for the $60 US, Amazon US have basically the same keyboard, but hopefully it would be set up correctly as far as I'm concerned. But the main thing that it has over this one is it has backlight, RGB. This one doesn't. I could not find one like this in Europe that had the RGB exactly like that. I couldn't find it. So yeah, I went for it anyway, and I do like it way better than the one I was using. Feels nicer to use. All right, here we go. We're getting close to the webbing now. So I need to pay attention. Our neighbors leave their house, which they have to leave our little carport here, and they have to open up the electric gate to let them out. They leave like every 5 minutes. It's crazy. That's obviously not exactly true, but it seems like it every 5 minutes. Let's just say they go in and out of the thing a lot throughout the day. And it is a little annoying. It's just like, where are you going? I mean, it seems like you could walk there. What are you doing? Anyway. Alright. Okay. Can we do it? It's the broken one. That was funny. I was like, why is this not grasping it? Grasping it. It's gonna be funny if no one ever sees these videos. That will be hilarious. Honestly, I don't really mind, to be honest. Well, I would mind, just not on a existential level. You know, mind in the sense that, well, shit, I was trying to get people to see it and no one did, so that's a pretty obvious one. But yeah, I mean that's kind of it. I mean, if you have a sort of a goal and you can't get it to get, of course things can change and you learn new stuff. Yeah, and that can happen here. I mean, it's happening, so it's like it's already worth it. Something new, something different, and I don't know. I mean, we live in such a global economy now that, and we have this technology that can allow us to sort of live and work across multiple countries. You know, all the countries. Years ago, I was doing sometimes layers so thick that I could only get the needle out enough to put it to barely put the thread through the needle. Like, it was very tight. You know, it was ridiculous. Looking back on that, man, I would never ever do any of that again. I mean, it's completely crazy. You know, and maybe I will say that same thing if I ever get a sewing machine. It's possible. Definitely possible. Look at that fool sewing with his hands. This is, remember, the front trimming, so it's not, there's no strength. I mean, not really needed here. So all like what I'm doing right now is just totally for I guess my own pleasure, my own enjoyment, and you know, the look of it obviously happens, but am I doing it for that? Why? I mean, I'm doing it for strength, and then I just like it. That's how it now it keeps going, because I really enjoy this type of stitch. You know, this can change for sure. I mean, you know, of course, might not always like doing the double reverse zigzag, especially if I'm on the machine, perhaps. I don't know, maybe I come up with a new type of stitch, maybe one I've never even heard of before. I mean, what else can you do? You could do other things, of course, absolutely. I saw and I've seen this before, but I've never seen a double reverse like this, but I've seen a zigzag with way more, like almost like a stitch every millimeter, like every 2 millimeters there's a stitch inside of the zigzag. So you get like the zigzag's made up of all these little stitches. Man, I mean, some of this kite surfing stuff is like that, and it seems like it's hardcore, and based on what it's used for and the companies that are making it and why they're making it, it seems like it is true that it would be that way. Just insanely strong, you know, insanely strong, and more than that, like not going anywhere, there to stay. And the fabrics are super dense. For certain things, I do prefer the VX over the X50. Like the look of the X50 or the X50 Tactical, I like the look a lot. I mean, it's way different, but I love. If I could only pick one ever again, I would probably pick this one. But the problem is that, I mean, basically just black. Maybe I wouldn't pick this fabric. I'd pick black. Maybe VX21 black maybe. I like it because it doesn't absorb. This nylon face, this will absorb. I'm pretty sure about that. I need to test that out, but I'm pretty sure it will absorb. And yeah, I don't want that. No absorption. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I might actually make it. Surprisingly enough. Well, I won't speak too soon, isn't it? I made it through that though, and it seems like it went okay. I need to do some emails later. Is that 51 minutes or 21 minutes? My God, it's 51 minutes. That's insane. All right, so I'm gonna just keep going. There's no need to see this. But yeah, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Here we go. All right.